for today's cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
It was an odd day, but not necessarily a bad one, just odd. Mm-hmm. And it started off in just, music. Instead of normal going into the news and all this bunch of stuff like that, I thought, no, I'm just not in the mood. And because I was in a good mood. And sometimes you look at the news and it'll put you in a not good mood.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you can scroll on social media and be like,
And in my musical journeys, because I'm very eclectic, and a group called Falling in Reverse, which they're hardcore screamo, and that's fine because I like me some screamo.
Yeah.
But their stuff, some of it, I'm like, yeah. All these people's like, oh, they're fabulous. Blah, blah, blah. And I've tried to listen to some of their stuff before, and I'm like, But they, 8 days ago, well, it'll be 9 days when this uploads, did a song with Jelly Roll, of all people. Mm-hmm. If you don't know of Jelly Roll is a hoot.
He is a hoot.
And he is a country rapper. And he a big old boy.
Yeah.
And other than going, he a big old boy, that's it. He's got the face tats and stuff because his story is very interesting.
It is.
And I have a lot of respect for the man. I do. Mm-hmm. But
well, after listening to his story, who wouldn't have respect for the dude?
Because you don't kick people when they're down. You help pick them back up. Mm-hmm. And then people like Jelly Roll can help other people pick themselves up.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this stuff. Mm-hmm. But this song is called All My Life.
It's so good.
And that they have thrown everything, including the kitchen sink. And I told Kid, I said, this is the most Aquarian video that could ever possibly have been made.
Aquarian video and song.
And it is just incredible. And you're like, this should not work. But it does. And in the middle of it, it goes into just hardcore metal while they're line dancing.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
It is. And it's like this one woman, I'm like, I know her. Why do I know her? And it was Blair White.
Yeah.
Kid was the one that I recognized her. And I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's thrown in there.
Yeah. I like Blair White. I think she's a hoot as well.
It's just, she's a very intelligent individual.
Yeah.
I have respect for Blair. And I actually, when I found it, I did post that on X, and I did say, this is just so Aquarian.
I don't know how else to put it other than agree with you. It is, because it's country. It's a little bit of rock. It's a little bit of metal.
It's even got like 80s and 90s rap scratch in the back of it.
Yeah.
And the video is just awesome. It truly is.
It is.
And to be a spoiler at the end of it, when you've got the train trestle that starts to break down and the train's going over and there's a giant octopus.
Yeah.
And you're like, why?
Why not?
Exactly.
And they're drinking potions
not?
And dude turns into a giant. Mm-hmm. And starts like tearing down the saloon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty fucking awesome.
It is just incredible.
Yeah.
And it's one of those you sit there and go, oh, okay.
Check it out.
Yeah, I'll post a link to it. But since it's on YouTube, they don't have a problem, as far as you can put YouTube links in YouTube. YouTube. They tube. Whatever.
U2, that's a band.
It used to be YouTube. Now it's They Tube. But anyhow, so that was anytime I start my day out with music, and I need to start doing that more frequently. I think that gets my mindset you know. Of course, we also had sunshine today.
You used to do that when we were little.
Yeah, that was how I got y'all out of bed. My God, getting y'all up to phew.
But it helped all of us.
Oh yeah, especially the song "Where's Your Head At." That was always a good one. I mean, it was something fun because I wanted you all to start out your day. Because it's always chaos. Anytime you've got kids, it's chaotic. It's kids. And that's part of the wonderment of it. But to have fun during the chaos.
Yep.
Yeah. And to be able to laugh at it and to let you all know that you were loved. And yeah, everybody trying to just get their shit together and help everybody else get their shit together. And that's the purpose of this song, All My Life, getting your shit together.
Yeah. Literally, he's saying that he's trying to get it together.
Yeah. And I think that's true of all of us.
Yeah.
And right now, you have got the AI. That is, that A.
Oh.
It's not for artificial, it's for accuser.
Let me tell you something about that AI. They got that fucking, like, AI thing now in Sam's Club where it scans what you got in your cart.
Yeah.
We are being tracked left and right. Fuck that shit wholeheartedly. In this age of Aquarius, I understand that's the thing about technology and shit. To a certain extent, fuck technology. Fuck AI.
Yeah.
It is so... Ooh.
And it actually was not a horrible experience today, just going through there and, you know, getting trash bags and different things like that. And
I would prefer not to be tracked.
yeah. Yeah. And it was like, we had some really cool interactions with some of the older folks. This one guy that he was doing dad jokes, and they were great.
Love those dad jokes. They were a hoot.
And that
was a hoot.
His whole point was, and I thanked him. It's like, thank you for the gift of laughter.
Yeah.
And human interaction. And that there was an older gentleman he was in a wheelchair or something, and at one point for him to share part of a hymn with us, he had a wonderful voice.
He did. He really did. And he was so kind.
Yes. It doesn't hurt anybody or anything to take a few seconds and have interactions with another human being. And just to pat him on the shoulder, that's something that people are starved for, touch.
Yes.
And just to be kind. You know, and teach these younger ones how this is done. But we get our stuff, which I had, and kids like, why the hell didn't we get one of those pallet things? And I'm like, no, because I didn't think about it. I really, really didn't think about it.
Literally, it's like halfway through. It's like, at what point do we just get one of those pallet carts instead?
Everything
because we get so many
bulky.
boxes every time.
Well, it was because of the cat litter, and when you had we got.
It wasn't just the cat litter. We got other boxes,
and we had cat litter, and then because it is warehouse store. You buy in bulk. That's the whole point of Sam's. But then it was a matter of buying the 4 boxes of trash bags, 2 for us, 2 for Mom. And then it's like, damn. And then I've got to try to get the eggs in there and not have those broken. And yeah, I should have got one of those little pallet things.
Yeah.
It would have been simpler. But I teach
Work smarter, not harder.
The reason I didn't, because trying to drive those through that store, those damn things don't turn. You would think they would turn just like the buggies. They don't.
No. I'll drive it next time.
Then I have nothing to lean on. But we got through there, and kids, you know, we're in the checkout line and stuff, and kids notice, and he's like, they've got a metal detector down there now. And I'm like, what? That makes no sense. Because why would you, if you're going to have a metal detector, why would you not have it at the entrance instead of at the exit? And it was this big, huge thing that went, trying to, it's like, this is where we need the camera so you could see the gestures and stuff. As far as 10, 12 foot, blue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell is that?
Cameras on the right side, cameras on the left side, cameras right above.
So we get up there to the checkout, and usually what they do when you go out, they ask to see your receipt. And you show them the receipt, and they make sure that the stuff is, there. And so I asked the gentleman that was there, and he's like, this is AI. And I'm like, what? And he said, yeah. It can tell everything that's in your buggy. And I'm like, that's really scary.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. To think that you have got some kind of something monitoring you all through these stores. And that's kind of horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was just like, and I came home, and the oldest kid, and he's like, no, they just, let's say, as far as stock and this and that and the other. And it's like, I will leave you a link to a video on YouTube that's like, oh, hell yeah, it is AI technology, and it can tell everything that's in your buggy.
Yeah, isn't that freaky? That's some shit. It's very dystopian.
It is dystopian. And I am and it triggered some paranoia. And it's like, is it paranoia or is it awareness that we're being surveilled every fucking second?
No, that's awareness. Have you not watched Black Mirror? Have you not even seen clips of Black Mirror?
No, I have not.
Literally everything in Black Mirror is what's to come or what has occurred.
And that's the whole thing about the Satan, the accuser of the brethren, which is the one that sits there. That's the tattletale. That is the narc to sit there and go, oh, they did this, they did that, they didn't blah, blah, blah. Oh, hell no. Now, let me tell you something. That shit is so contrary to our Appalachian culture where everybody minds their own business. And so that freaks me out on so many levels.
It ain't cool.
No.
It ain't cool. That's like these people who have these smart devices in their house, be it a Google Home,
I wouldn't have
an
it.
Alexa, anything like that. These fucking smart dishwashers, stoves, ovens, fridges, whatever. No. Get the dumb fridge. It won't track your ass or sell your data.
Right. Or sit there and tell somebody, oh,
That you
they
did
made a
something.
mistake.
Yeah, it won't
They
listen.
made a mistake.
It won't listen in on your conversations. It's not eavesdropping and selling your voice to someone or giving it to someone who's monitoring it, making sure you're not saying something uncouth.
Right. Or thinking something.
Yeah.
At what point is it a matter of, oh, you had wrong thing?
Well,
That's horrifying.
farts come and go like a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Shit. Thoughts come and go like a fart in a whirlwind.
They do.
You cannot take thought as fact.
Right. And that is one of the things as far as the human experience. To sit there and learn to control your thoughts rather than allowing the thoughts to control you. To learn to control the emotions rather than allowing the emotions to control you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
They're
to
not allowing
be
that anymore.
under the scrutiny and judgment of something that will never know what it is to be human.
The thing is that mind reading technology is already a thing.
Yeah.
They're waiting to the point to implement. They're waiting for a point to implement that into just day-to-day activities.
Yeah.
They're waiting, but in these high-tech government facilities that are hidden away that nobody can find easily.
Yeah, they're already there.
Yeah, you can. As soon as you step foot, even before you step foot into it, they're already reading your thoughts.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they can read them, are they implanting them?
Yes. Yes, they got that technology already.
Anytime anything or anybody takes away somebody's free will, that's evil. That is
evil.
black magic.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And so that's, you know.
It's some scary shit.
Yeah. And I came up against, because I just get to the point that I no longer give a shit on some of this stuff. And some of these influencers now, I don't give a damn how many subs you got. I don't care. And so I have heard some of these people say, oh, but that's somebody that they just got this many subs. Bitch, I don't care. I don't care. We are micro mini, but let me tell you something. The people that we've got on this tiny pirate ship, we got power.
We do.
Because we know each other and we love each other and we
Yes.
pray for each other.
Yes. Absolutely.
But these people that have got all this following, they need to understand that's a large responsibility.
Yeah.
Because they are influencing people. That's the reason that Scripture says, follow no man. Because they're human. Mm-hmm. But somebody was...
That's why if a celebrity does... Or a celebrity... If one of these big YouTubers does something that's... Dude.
We got Kitty with the croup.
Is that necessary, dude? When these influencers, like, for example, PewDiePie, yeah, what he said was atrocious years ago.
Oh, that was years ago. Don't judge today by what happened in the past.
It was a snap thing. Why?
Again.
Like, if he never did it again, you know, what's the problem?
Learn from mistakes.
Yeah.
So that's other
Don't
people.
take everything that people say or do for Bible.
Right. Right. But these people also need to understand the responsibility that they have, that when they have that following, that people are looking to them for direction. This is why it's scary.
This is
That's
why
a
people need
scary
independent
thing.
thought.
Yeah. Yeah. But as far as, you know, this young woman that had won this, and she big. She's like Jelly Roll. She's big. But other than that, so what?
And she won a beauty pageant.
She won a beauty pageant. And so one of these influencers going against this girl. He don't know that girl.
No. Do you know how big of an achievement that is?
And that's when
That is such an amazing thing to happen.
I figured my ex would be filled with hate when I got home. But it wasn't. But by God, I stood up and I spoke the truth. I said, you don't know this person. This person very well may be a beautiful human being. So
Inside
what if
and
she's
out.
big? This may be the achievement that she needs to help her lose weight. If she wants to lose weight, maybe we need to stop judging people by body size
No shit.
and judge them by their heart.
Yeah. No shit.
And I did put in there, I said, Pelosi's thin. I said, she has
And she's
harmed
evil.
many.
Yeah.
You don't know these people's stories.
No. Now,
But I thought, this is somebody that has, and yes, he's worked hard. But his story was also one of those that he grew up in poverty. And he had an alcohol and drug problem for a while himself. And looked like a fucking meth head. Mm-hmm. Okay, is that acceptable to society for somebody to be so thin that they look like they came out of a concentration camp?
it shouldn't be.
Right. Don't judge a book by its cover on that.
Once upon a time, being, heavy set was actually a goal.
Well, it's
A aspiration. They wanted to be that because it was a symbolism of wealth and comfort.
and that's just like, because most of the people that I listen to, I am an independent thinker. But do I have conservative values and stuff? For the most part. And you've got some of these influencers that are men that are, this is where they're missing the boat, and they don't want to hear it because their echo chamber agrees with them about the attractiveness of a woman just based on her body shape and size, and as far as whether or not they're fuckable. And I'm thinking, dude, that is little dick energy.
Literally.
And it is emotional immaturity.
Yes.
And when that is a piss poor argument to try to convince someone that your ideals are correct.
Mm-hmm. It's a way to prove to that person that, oh, this person is a shit person who has shit thinking.
So why would they want to listen to anything else that they have to say?
Exactly. It's like,
And
no,
so,
you're a dick. I'm not going to listen to you.
I'm like, what the hell are wrong with millennials? And I asked the oldest kid, I was like, what the hell is wrong with y'all?
What the hell is wrong with humanity that has put these fucking standards upon each other?
Now let me tell you
for
something.
Centuries.
That little man that shared part of a hymn with us, he didn't care what I looked like. No. He saw a human being, and that and I told Kid, I said, I must be losing as far as my scare factor, because a lot of times these older men today, I didn't care. I looked like I had crawled off the back of a Harley. Mm-hmm. There was something, and I'm hoping that little light was shining, that they knew if they talked to me that I was not going to be anything other than kind.
Yeah.
And it was human interaction. They didn't care if I was fat, thin, whatever.
Nope.
And to share these things, and it's like, some of these other ones that's going on with this ignorance, time is too short for that stuff. Grow the fuck up.
Literally. It's like, we're here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want somebody to listen to your way of thinking, make sure that you have your shit together.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times that I have heard that.
What was that Bible verse? It's like, take the plank out of your own eye before you try to take the thorn out of the other person.
The speck out of your brothers. Mm-hmm. But these people are not believers. That's one of the main things.
And this is what happens when people don't follow Christ.
And it says, man looks on the outside, God looks on the heart. And that is part of our prayer, is that we see others through the eyes and through the heart of Christ. Yeah. But it's like that young woman that won that beauty pageant. Good for her.
Yeah. Do you know how good that made her feel?
Sure. And it's like these people that have this weirdness with fat people. And I was waiting because I had my rebuttal already ready. One, I was going to put in there about emotional immaturity. And two, I thought, yes, let's put more shame, guilt, whatever on people that have a weight issue. Let's put them in a closet or a basement the way that they used to do children who had any kind of disability, including intellectual disability. They can't do that now.
Think, those are the same type of people that are saying this stuff about fat people. These are the same people that did that.
Yes. And it's just as we can see the absolutely evil and horror that it was to do that to people who had those disabilities, but they'll still do it to somebody who has a weight issue. Okay, that person is just fat. So what?
Yeah.
The people that are judging them, they have a spiritual problem. They have a hard heart that is so much worse than anything, as far as it doesn't matter what size somebody is. Mm-hmm. There are multiple reasons that people have weight issues.
Yes.
And I know the pain that I have as far as some of these kids, especially when I was counseling and they would put them on different psychiatric medications. I've seen kids gain 40 pounds in a month. and how they were treated by their peers, by other people, by society. And it's like, no. And even if I am preaching to our choir, which I am, and that's okay, because our choir can go out and tell somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And these other ones that want to think that they're better than, oh, hell no. Mm-mm. You don't judge. You don't know where that person's been. You don't know where they're at right now.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's one of those kick-ass mountain grandmama days. Yes.
And it's okay. It's okay.
So the AI can...
They can kiss your...
They can kiss my ass.
I was going to say kiss your biscuit, but... I think
Kid
you might have missed it. I think you got it twisted when I told you to kiss in my biscuit. What?
That's it. No, that's just it.
Ivy Levon, check out that song, Biscuit.
You think of the people that we have dealt with, kid. I mean, honest to God, we have dealt with people that have found themselves in some really hard situations.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been through some shit and spoke to people that have been through some shit.
Sure.
And still are going through some shit.
When you go into a prison, you are going to meet a variety of people.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the people that are officers there, oh, don't you think that I went to the lieutenant over that one thing that one day because I'm little and I'm meaner than shit. I ain't gonna have it. I've got low tolerance for stupid and a lower tolerance for mean.
Little and meaner than shit?
Mm-hmm.
Chihuahua?
God, I'd hate to think I was a Chihuahua. No, the thing is, I know how to bite.
Well, they do too, but
well,
it just doesn't hurt when they bite.
Tennessee Department of Corrections, it's like, I know, it's like, no, I'm not going to have this.
Yeah.
No, these are people. You may see them as less than. I see them as people.
Yeah.
Because that's how God sees them.
I don't know who said a Chihuahua bite doesn't hurt. Damn, they hurt. They do hurt.
So, anyhow, kid.
AI. Dystopian. We are living in a dystopian future at this point. It's the beginnings of a dystopian future.
Yeah, we don't know what's coming. We don't know what's here. It's a matter of how are we going to deal with it.
We're literally at the brink of becoming Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
Becoming a episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
I ain't happy about that.
No.
I don't. Who would? With someone with some sense, who would be happy about that?
Right.
I got a friend or had a friend that, you know, I talked to them and be like, nah, I would rather go back in time as far as tech, like at least early 2000s, because that's when stuff was still simple.
Yeah.
And fun. And fun. But with all this smart technology, and they were one of these people that wanted all this smart technology and all that.
For
just
what
a
purpose?
house filled of it.
No.
And it's like a smart fridge.
No.
Smart, whatever the fuck else. Like they wanted the Alexas or Google Homes. No, that shit where you can speak it and it will turn on or off the lights, dim them, change them colors, whatever.
No, why? To be amused?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is your amusement worth being surveyed 24/7?
Personally, I like my privacy a lot better than I do
I'm an
technology.
Extremely private person, and that freaks my shit out. I mean, I
overshare, so
a lot of this stuff freaks me out.
Who seriously, who wouldn't be freaked out by this shit?
There's some people that they're just
like
they
normal
want
people
it and are clamoring for more. They do because they don't see the danger, and that you've got those few of us going cliff, and watching them go right over the edge.
That's like flat out. I don't like the fact that even our Roku remotes have a microphone in them.
Uh-huh.
I don't like that. At least you can turn that on and off, but I don't trust it.
It's one of the things about speaking the way that we do. I don't know that they get it a lot. Yeah. Prayers.
It's getting to the point where we're going to have to start talking in code.
I think we already do. It's called Mountain.
Mountain. Far.
Mountain speak.
Far.
Because I tone it down. I really
We lit
do.
a far.
When we do the videos, and when I'm tired, it comes out more. Mm-hmm. But as far as, oh no, this is toned down greatly from as far as getting into true Appalachian, Southwestern Virginia, vernacular.
There's something.
And I'm sure I've lost a lot of it over the years, just trying to do, because people going, oh, what the hell are you saying?
There was something the other day that I saw online, and it was something that collected biometrics of people.
Uh-huh.
What does biometrics mean?
You asked
Is
me
that their
and I'm like,
biology? I'm pretty sure
Yes,
it is their
I think
biology.
I think
and
that
that
is.
kind of freaked me out.
Well,
Because it's like, why do you need to know that? Why do you need to know my biometrics? It was Roblox. That's what it was. Because
biometrics, it says here, a quick search, are body measurements and calculations related to human characteristics.
Yeah, why do you
And
need to know that?
Biometric authentication or realistic authentication is used in computer science as a form of identification and access control. It can also be used to identify individuals in groups that are under surveillance.
Yeah, they don't need to know that shit.
No, they sure don't.
Listen, I already put my ID for ID authentication in one website. I ain't doing it for Roblox.
There is no need for them to know that shit for you to play a game.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, you've got, what is it?
What it was, you needed a ID to play certain games or whatever, and...
I wouldn't do it.
No.
There's plenty of other games that you can play for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
This shit's getting ridiculous.
Tell me about it. It ain't fun.
And to that, to the computers and the AI, you ain't nothing but a damn number.
Yeah.
To God, you're an individual that is loved, that is crafted specifically, that He knows the number of hairs on your head.
Literally.
That is the thing. And that was why it was a sin when David numbered his people. That shit is getting crucial. Mm-hmm. Anyhow, we'll end here, or we'll go off on some more tangent. So anyhow, that if you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural, these days everybody is having experiences with paranormal and supernatural, whether you recognize it or not.
Well, let me tell you something. We ain't the only ones that's noticing that time is speeding up too.
Yeah, I think it's like when an hourglass, when there's just a few grains left.
It runs quicker. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
We're on it. We're in an hourglass right now.
Yeah. But
Oh
you can.
no!
What?
We're in fucking Alice Through the Looking Glass, where the time dude, literally the time dude was like, "Your time's up. Your
Yeah,
time
but-
is getting close."
Maybe. Very much maybe.
And then time was up, and then they did something, and everything just stopped. And turned to like this
There's a theory
gross, rustic, Silent Hill looking shit, underworld Silent Hill looking shit.
on that. Well, there are theories on that, which we can discuss on another cup. Anyhow, you can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. And I will put the links to some things that we're going to put to the video, the music video, and then
It's
also
so good.
whatever it was that I found that was news coverage about the AI in Sam's Club. Yeah. So you do your outro now.
If you like this video, leave a like, share, and comment. Click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads, even though it don't do much. But it likes the affection. It may or may not send you notifications, so click it anyway.
We going out into the inner zones. That's whether anybody watches or not. We still going to be doing it.
If check her out on BitChute and Rumble at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Check her out on X, previously known as Twitter. Rolanda, COCWS. It's like a radio station call sign.
There's some cool peoples over there. some way cool peoples.
Yeah.
And I'm just enjoying the interaction over there. I really, really am. And I thank those people.
Do any of you want a cat?
No, don't be trying to give away the cats.
Oh, no, I'm going to try to peddle these cats out on our
They're
platform.
ours. They were sent to us. That's it. They're sent to us.
We got too many.
It don't matter.
These two aren't going anywhere.
It don't. We're doing the best we can with what we got. Know that you are loved. You're not a number.
You're not a number.
You are not a number. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. Prayer one for another. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.